I know it's a tough loss there. How do you bounce back, respond from that type of stunning loss there?
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to our leadership. I think that you can't let a loss like this turn into two losses. Like next week, we got to come in on Sunday, make the corrections. I mean, you look at it, it's in the first half we have this game handled. Like we should have easily closed this game out, and you come in the second half, you let your foot off the gas, and then stuff like that happens, and it's extremely disappointing. It's, as a leader, that's on me, getting complacent on the sidelines, not putting your foot down, and I mean it's disappointing, but we're gonna bounce back and put it behind us, and Kansas, we're gonna be ready, and you're gonna see a different team next week.
It was 21-0, 35-7 at various points. You mentioned the word complacent. Do you feel like maybe there was complacency? It looked like you were going to win rolling away. There was an opportunity there. You go 42-10 at one point. What did you sense on the sideline?
I don't necessarily know if there was like complacency that was being felt, but it's when you go out there and you can't finish drives. Like we go out there and we're running a play. We mess up the snap, and then the ball's right in front of me, and my hand hits the ball, leads to a 70-yard fumble recovery. It's like, what are you doing, man? Jump on the ball. Like that's day one stuff that they teach us. So it's just little laps in what we're doing, and we just need to be better. It's plain and simple in the second half. We just have to be better.
Alec, was there anything that Baylor was doing in the second half defensively that kind of maybe stumped you guys a little bit and caused a kind of offensive stop of the offense?
I mean, when we go back and watch film, we may see that. I didn't feel like they necessarily were doing anything different to stop us. They came out and played a great fourth quarter. I mean, what was the points in the fourth quarter? Like 26-0. I mean, they played an incredible fourth quarter, but I mean, at the end of the day, we beat ourselves. Like at least that's how I feel, and we just need to be better at the end of the day.
Yeah, like Wilkins talked about before, the margin of error being so small.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what you guys learned at Kansas State. How much of today was, we got away with this in the AAC, we can't anymore, or how much of this was just today's game?
Yeah, I think that sometimes the ball can just bounce the wrong way, and I feel like in the second half that's what happened. And you got to live with it, but I mean, we shouldn't have even been in that situation in the first place. We should have closed out the game and been walking away with the W today, but instead we got a bad taste in our mouth. We took the L, we got to take it on the chin, and we got to wake up. We got to practice harder, and we got to come back to the game and play well in the first half like we did, and then come and finish the game when we're supposed to.
Didn't feel different because it's a Big 12 game?
No, I don't think not to me.
You said after the loss of Kansas State, you can't let that turn into another loss. Then now you have another loss.
Yeah.
Now what do you do as a leader and as part of this team to stop that going into the next one?
Yeah, and I think that you need to look at yourself first. Everyone individually needs to look at themselves and see what did I not do today? Did I not strain to the whistle on every play? When my name was called, did I make the play? Did I do my job? And then it's holding other people accountable as well at practice, especially as a leader on the team. I mean, I'm the captain, and that's my job, is to make sure that when we go into a game, everybody's ready to play. And we were ready in the first half, but in the second half, that's something that us as captains, we need to be better at. We need to step up, and when we're in the locker room, when we're on the sideline, and just tell them, guys, we can't take our foot off the gas.
Like, you've been here a while, playing a lot of tough games here. Can you remember any game kind of making you feel like this, just being on this side of a loss?
I don't know if I've experienced a comeback like this. When we played Tulsa in 2020, that was like a pretty tough loss to me as well. But I mean, every loss should feel this way. If you don't go out there and have a win in the column, at the end of the day, it should be frustrating. You should go in and make corrections and figure out what we did wrong and what we did right, and figure out for the next week.
And after last season, finishing games was a big emphasis coming into camp for that you guys practice along these different scenarios. What maybe isn't translating from the practice field now that you've had two conference fourth quarters where things didn't go your way? Boise State, they kind of made a little comeback there in the fourth quarter as well. What needs to translate from the practice field to games to close these games?
Yeah, I think that Coach Malzahn and the offensive staff, defensive staff, they've prepared us for moments like that. Almost every single week we're doing a 2-minute drill with that exact situation. So we were prepared for that moment. We didn't go out and execute as we should have.
With the big lead, the stadium kind of starts to empty out. Obviously, fans take big pride in the fact that it's the bounce house. How do you think that hurt the team down the stretch, not having a 12th man at full?
I don't need to comment on that.
That's good.